Mercy is different from other high schools in the world because it is so welcoming and feels just like home. Mercy is unique because we are an all-girls school of around 500 students. The culture of Mercy is positive and loving through Catherine McCauley because she wanted to make sure before she passed away that everyone has a comfortable cup of tea. She puts the care of others before her own, and we continue to live out her legacy. I think the most important part of Mercy's culture is our values and norms because it depicts how we are as a whole by our beliefs that have shaped Mercy into the school it is today. Outsiders would interpret our culture by seeing that it is so welcoming and accepting to all.
First, we're going to talk about material culture, which refers to the objects or belongings of a group of people. Some examples of these at Mercy are all the students have iPads that we use on a daily basis, as well as most students carry purses around every day. We also have uniforms that we wear every day as well, and we get things like free t-shirts sometimes, as well as the COVID mask, so that is something that we all have. So for non-material culture, it refers to the ideas, attitudes, and beliefs of a society. At Mercy, we all know that the critical concerns are something really big that we focus on. And to focus on the school itself, the Mercy Creed describes the attitudes expected of the students. And in the creed, it explains that a woman of mercy is compassionate and generous, which is the attitude. And next, values. It means a culture standard for knowing and understanding what is good and just in a society. So some of the values of Mercy goes back to the Mercy Creed that I talked about, and it can be further explained when Allie talks about formal and non-formal norms.
Norms define how we behave in accordance with what a society has defined as good, right, and important, and most members of the society adhere to them. Formal norms are established written rules. Two examples of formal norms at Mercy include not being on phones in class and dressing according to dress code. Informal norms are casual behaviors that are generally and widely conformed. Two examples of informal norms at Mercy include courtesy and students being studious. Norms include folkways, which are norms without any moral foundation, mores, which are norms that embody the moral views and principles of a group, and taboos, which are negative norms that should not be violated. Mercy depicts these three norms. For folkways, there is waiting in line for lunch and saying hi to teachers in the hallways. For mores, there are critical concerns and being a Catholic school, and for taboos, there is not following dress code and iPad policies. A sanction in sociology is a form of control over a person's behavior in society. Some behavior in Mercy that has been passed on to one class to another is changing the color of the candle skirts, senior sweatshirts, elective choices, and special parking privileges.
Our Mercy traditions like the Mercy Walk, penny competition, back to school blast, etc. all represent a critical piece of our Mercy culture. They help form the structure and foundation of Mercy. If we had the perfect idea of what Mercy would look like, there would be no drama, everybody would be welcome, every student would be highly engaged with the school, every student would have perfect grades, and everyone would be well presented. Culture is that it includes the values and norms that are actually followed by culture. Being a student at Mercy isn't like going to any other school. Mercy is unique in many ways. Mercy is a place where everybody can just be themselves. Your teachers, friends, and counselors are always there to help. With it being a small school of all girls, it helps us come together as one. Extracurricular activities are also a part of Mercy's real culture. Students can join whatever clubs they like, for example, pep club, student council, or etc. Mercy also has sports like basketball, etc. Ideal culture involves an idealized value system that dictates perfect behavior. Real culture involves a more adaptable system that's used mostly as a set of guidelines for preferred behavior. An example of ideal culture within Mercy would be the detention system. So students who don't comply with the rules and regulations of school have to serve detention. For example, we are supposed to show respect to teachers, students, and school staff, to cooperate with the school rules and regulations, and to conduct ourselves as a Christian woman.